My name is Matt Raboyne, and I'm the co-owner of Brix Cider, along with my wife Marie. So Brix Cider is it's a hard cider company and a farm-to-table restaurant. And so for our hard cider, we source all of our apples locally from farms in the area, and then we pair those local ciders with local food. And the majority of our ingredients we're also sourcing from local farms. Maybe a little more than half of the stuff we bring in is organic, I would guess. We don't keep careful tabs on it, but we certainly source from a bunch of organic farms. I would say organic is, it's like the stamp of approval. It says that you're doing some things right and you're taking care of your soil, taking care of your land. There's certainly a lot of places we source from that aren't certified organic, but we think are still doing a great job. For example, we source some apples from some orchards that just aren't hardly managed at all anymore. Maybe it's like an old retired couple. They're not spraying a bunch of stuff, but they're not going to go through organic certification. It doesn't make sense for them. Or some really small operators, sometimes it doesn't make sense for them to go through the rigors of certification if they're small and just not selling a whole lot. I guess for me, the way I think of it is, it's like local is a word we use a lot, but really it's more about like community. It's about knowing our farm and knowing the people and knowing how they do things, more so than, it's nice for customers to know the food miles or whatever it is. But for us, it's just feeling that connection, and yeah, I think there's a lot of food out there that I have no idea where it came from. You go to a restaurant and you get this like gleaming white bun and it's all squishy and full of preservatives and stuff. And like, where the heck was the flour grown? Maybe somewhere halfway around the world, probably somewhere halfway around the world. And like, what were all the transactions that happened between here and there? Whereas if we're buying right from someone where we know them and they're our friend and we like them and we see the way they take care of their land and their animals and we're proud of that or like inspired by that, we're thrilled to be sourcing from them, and it just feels good. Yeah. On the economic side, sourcing locally and sourcing from your community and sourcing from your friends, that money stays in the community. And yeah, I think that's just cycles around. It's interesting. Some of those farmers end up being our best customers, and you'll see like farmers and other customers sitting side by side and getting to know each other. That's something I really love about Brix, especially like Thursday night. There's the farmers market in Mount Horeb all through the summer and into the fall. So we have the farmers market on Thursday, just a few blocks away from us. And so there's all these farmers, and a whole bunch of them then, after the farmers market, come over to Brix Cider, and we have our open mic night on Thursday night. So there's this really great sense of community with farmers and a bunch of our regular customers who've all gotten to know each other. And yeah, it's just a cool feeling to see somebody's sitting next to the person who grew their vegetables that are on their plate, and everybody's getting to know one another. What I'd love to see for the future of food would be, a lot more regional food systems, local food systems, where maybe you don't get the exact same thing at every restaurant, where we get that unique, super hyper local, unique food, unique flavors, unique culture. I'd love to see food come alive that way and know that, they're part of a community where there's local flavors from the land, from the chefs. Yeah, that's the future I would love to see. It's going to be awesome.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.